This is Marc Goldberg from Marc Vlogs Watches with some very somber news. But before I tell you what happened in the world of Rolex, let's do a quick fist watch check. And here it is. Today, in memoriam, I'm wearing the Polar Explorer. Get that camera focused. There we go. Sort of. I'm wearing the Polar Explorer, which with the GMT function. Okay, guys, what happened? What happened? Well, at Baselworld 2019, just last night, Rolex killed the Black GMT. Now, they also discontinued the Batman on the Oyster bracelet and have re-released it, presumably with a new reference number. I don't know that part yet. But they have killed the old Batman. They have created and reissued a new Batman with a new movement and the new Jubilee bracelet. So effectively speaking, the old BLNR is dead. Long live the new BLNR. And if you'd like to know more about that, it's in the description of this video. But the Black GMT is entirely and completely gone. Now, that's a watch that I've owned. And of course, now I'm sorry I sold it. If I'm to give credit where credit is due, the rancher called this one, as he has repeatedly reminded me today. The rancher, Clyde, you're like a 3-year-old, as Archie likes to tell him. You're like a 3-year-old. You have to always be right. But he was right this time, so credit where credit is due. Frankly, I'm very surprised that the Black GMT has been discontinued, because what that means is we now have precious metal variants of the GMT, and we have 2 steel variants on Jubilee bracelets, which is the Pepsi and the Batman. But nowhere is there a steel GMT watch on an Oyster bracelet the way we used to have. Now, I had the black, and I think we typically call it the black, and that's because the top half of the bezel is black, the bottom half of the bezel is black, and the dial is black. I had this watch, and then when I lucked into my Batman, I thought, why do I need it? I got a very good deal on my Batman, so I thought, why do I need this black one? I'm never going to wear it. Classic Rolex blunder. Classic Rolex blunder. How many times does the pontiff have to tell us, don't sell Rolex? I sold Rolex. And I don't even want to tell you what I sold my black for. Mind you, I sold it over a year ago, so what I got for it was a then appropriate sum of money. But the black ones have just kind of gone nutsy cuckoo. You could buy them for $8,000 all day long, and they've just skipped up to 9, 10, 11, 12, and the market is going to take a minute to adjust to the new pricing. So let's take a look at my dearly departed Black Rolex GMT, the one that Rolex has erased from history. Maybe in a year they'll come back out with it on a Jubilee bracelet. I really don't know, but I'm shaken, guys. I'm shook. I can't believe they got rid of this watch. Let's take a look at mine, and then we'll talk it through as we memorialize the dearly departed Black Rolex GMT on Oyster bracelet. He is no more. In a moment, we will look at my old Black GMT, but look what's happening in the marketplace. Now, you can find them on eBay a little bit cheaper than this, but there has been a quick correction, and the prices of this new discontinued model have just instantaneously shot up. Now, where will the prices settle? We don't know yet, but right now they're skyrocketing. The first thing I want to say is, if you own this watch, don't sell it. We don't know where the pricing is going to equalize, and what we do know is that God's not making any more black Rolex GMTs. So if you have one, for God's sakes, hold on to it until the market stabilizes and we know where the price is going to land. It might have some upward room to go before we're finished. We all know that the GMT is an aviation watch originally developed for Pan Am pilots. So when I found myself in Palm Springs, California, near an aviation museum, I took my Black GMT, and here we're going to remember some of the good times that he and I had together. I am going to miss this watch, and I can't believe that Rolex has discontinued it. This was the baseline watch. This was the basic GMT. This was the entry-level one that everybody wanted to have, and now I think they're going to be in incredibly short supply. When the Pepsi GMT was introduced on Jubilee, it went up to a premium of $20,000 to $22,000, where it has come down a little bit, but not a lot. It's still at least $18,000 or $19,000. And the fact of the matter is you just can't get one. Certainly not at the authorized dealer unless you're a whale, like, a VIP customer. So with the Black GMT that you're seeing here discontinued, there is no more baseline GMT watch. And that is to say everything is now made out of either precious metals or is on the Jubilee bracelet. Both the Batman and the Pepsi, they are both going to be impossible to get. If you have your eyes on a GMT, boy, I don't know when you're going to get one without paying a giant premium. In conclusion, prices are going to get worse. Availability is going to get worse. Premiums are going to get higher. I know this is a kind of bleak outlook, but I guess what I'm saying is if you own one of these watches right now, for God's sakes, keep it, because you may find it very difficult to replace in the future. Rolex has set their sights on going to Patek level exclusivity rather than being the luxury watch of every man. That's what I think is happening, guys. Tell me in the comments, what do you think is happening here? Do you approve? Are you going to miss that Black GMT? Did you want one? Tell me and let's talk about it. I'll be right there with you in the comments.
Paint the